Hello and welcome back to some more Dominion ladder games. It's been a little while, and specifically it's been long enough that we are past the point where past the cutoff point for the Shuffle It tournament. In fact, it's already started, so this is not trying to ladder up for that. I ended up with a pretty good rating for that. I was pretty happy with it, but I just want to play some games and be prepared for my upcoming matches in that tournament, which I have not played any of yet. Alrighty, so we got Scrap, Modify, Monastery, Thinning. We've got no real draw. We have Capitalism, so we can potentially play like a bunch of merchant guilds or wine merchants or corsairs or clerks or whatever. There's not really an efficient way to get them all into our hand, but I guess we can. If we buy Capitalism, we can stuff them into our deck anyway, and maybe that's good. I think opening Scrap should be fine. I think Scrap Clerk specifically, like Scrap on Shelters is not amazing, but it's better than nothing. I mean, I guess you could argue for like just going Silver Clerk and trying to pick up a Modify and skipping Scrap. That would be reasonable. In the long run, Scrap certainly isn't doing like a whole lot for us. Yeah, I think I'm leaning in that direction, actually. And then we probably will want the Capitalism just because like that's the easiest way to decollide terminals. Like that way we don't necessarily need to worry about taking Squire or something like that. We don't necessarily need to rush to it, but take a bunch of Corsairs and a couple of merchant guilds, and that might work out pretty well because the Corsairs do draw on like the second turn, so it's not really draw, but it's like it does increase hand size half the time, decreases hand size half the time. This is all assuming that we actually get to play this game, which is unclear at this point, but yeah, I'm gonna go Silver Clerk. We will want some plus buy cards in the deck, but not. We're not gonna go for like, oh, we're gonna play a ton of merchant guilds, because they're hard to line up, and if we only have, I mean, I guess, is it possible that you could run deck where no, there's no, I don't think there's any shenanigans to be done there. Okay, really, you're gonna play one copper? Like, why? Why not play all of your coppers? I sure hope this isn't indicative of how this game is going to be played overall. Come on. Card pool is covered with dark. thought that was normally fixed with right-clicking, but the fact playing copper should also fix it. So the fact that they're doing that one by one suggests that they're trying different things to get it to fix it, and they're not having success. And anyway, when I've had that problem, it's only been with my hand, not with the board. Presumably that's why they disconnected us, because they were trying to refresh. I don't know if that's a known bug. Well, this could be extremely painful if it continues. They're still playing coppers one at a time. I like... Oh god. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna pause the recording and I will resume if and when this gets cleared up. Okay, I don't know if they've solved their problem or what, but my opponent did buy a clerk. So I'm back, and I'm gonna buy silver, and then we'll see whether we continue to have things moving at a crawl or not. Maybe they just had to like slowly right click on the entire board. I don't really know. Okay, we can get a modify here even if we get attacked, which means we probably do want to be attacked this turn. We are not going to be attacked this turn. That's fine. I don't like the fact that they've played one copper and are now stopping. I guess they must have still not solved this problem. I don't know why they haven't just like resigned or something. And like I don't want to resign out because I don't know whether, you know, they're going to be able to play the game or not. And honestly, because I'll lose rating and I can't even really like, you know, like it's not like I'm gonna like report them or something. So I get it back. I mean, it's not a big deal to lose the rating, but it still feels like it feels bad. Oh boy. I guess I'm gonna pause it again. Okay, finally they bought a silver after some amount of individual copper playing and disconnecting and reconnecting. Yeah, this is going very well. Oh, guess no. Actually, we'd rather trash this if we get to it somehow. I don't. Well, do I want another silver? I guess I'll take another silver. I want a second modify. I think I'm down for a second modify. And now... do we grab capitalism? The advantage of doing that now... it's pretty minimal. It decollides Corsair and Clerk if we go Corsair, which I think would be the 5 that I would take, but that's only relevant if we draw one of them with Modify. Very unlikely to come out, so I think I'm just going to take the Corsair. And now I'll go ahead and take the Capitalism. We've already got 5 here, so let's top deck a copper. Actually, maybe I should have top decked Overgrown Estate. I am gonna have Modify in hand. Whatever. I'm gonna buy another Corsair here. We will want to pick up a Merchant Guild at some point, but... although it's not clear to me that Merchant Guild is better than Wine Merchant. It's a little hard to say. You know, I don't really want my Clerk and my Corsair to miss the shuffle. Maybe... oh, Merchant Guild? No, there's no way that was worth. So we could modify Necropolis into a silver. Oh wait, Clerk isn't gonna miss the shuffle, just Corsair. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, yeah, do we want Wine Merchant or do we want Merchant Guild? I mean, the Coffers would be nice. I guess I'll take the Merchant Guild. I don't know. I don't think I ever take Squire here. I think I'm going to take another Corsair. I think we don't need that much plus buy in the deck. My opponent's taking silvers, so the attack should hurt them. At least a little bit. There's no reason not to play this, right? Another one. We are going to want to get another Clerk so that we're playing it more consistently. Matter because we're going to draw the cards anyway. Okay, we lose our silver here. That's probably fine. First time. Oh. Grab another clerk. Another corsair. We could go ahead and province here. We can only build so much, right? We already have 4 corsairs. You need the option to spend coffers at the end of your buy phase to get the wine merchant back? I guess it must be. Well, that's sad. Wine merchant, merchant guild, corsair. Honestly, just the draw on the corsair seems better than most buy stuff. I do not think adding a copper is worth it. This is actually a pretty helpful thing to get attacked here, because that means that this other corsair isn't going to miss the shuffle. We're still going to miss it with these 3, but... in the end, I guess they were able to fix whatever their issue was. So that's good. We're getting to the point where we should consider modifying to a gold so that we can modify gold into province. Like, having the second modify isn't really doing a whole lot. Although, this turn... continue not to want to add coppers to my deck. It's gotta be just discard your wine merchant, right? No? Interesting. Okay, well, given there's 2 provinces left, 1 corsair in play. Let's take the duchy. Hopefully we don't get clerked here. Really like to not to top deck these. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, at this point we do want to probably buy coppers. Should also be looking for, well, never mind. No modify in hand. No merchant guild either. It's gotta be too dangerous to take the province, right? I mean, there is the risk that they find modify province, but I only got the one Corsair. I think. Okay. Okay. If we can find that. Yeah, we don't have the money. We don't have the money. What we could do... Unfortunately, if we modify a Corsair, we can't take any extra coffers, which I would very much like to do. I was thinking, like, to take a second duchy, is what I mean. So, I guess... So we just don't play the modify. It's pretty annoying. We do have another modify down there. We do have 3 coffers now to our opponent's none. So, and they have Corsairs coming in. So we can get to clerk them, but I think... Crushing a copper is pretty overwhelming. Yeah, we should be winning here, right? We've got 5 coins, we got 3 coins. Yeah, we should be winning here. All right, slow and steady. Wins the race. Well, not that we were necessarily slower or steadier or whatever than our opponent, but as opposed to taking the risk earlier. Okay, so we've got investment is the only trashing. Plenty of draw and actions. No plus buy. Okay, so trying to pull off some kind of points off of investment could actually be relevant here. But it could also not. I'm not really sure. We need to build very efficiently. We're obviously going to want to get an investment. The question is, do we want to get a silver? I think the answer is yes, because if and when we do cash this in, having the silver will help get us points. So having one, that slightly pushes me towards having 1 silver in the deck anyway, and we do want to be able to like hit 5. Maybe it's not super important to hit it right away, but having the legionary attack does look good. Wishing well does not look super important here. There is village greens, so I guess it's possible that the legionary attack won't actually be that good, but it's going to be hard to get like a lot of village greens. Do I just want to go straight for the legionary? I think I do. Oh, this is not what I want to see. Right, I'm not going to take another silver. I guess I'm going to take a wishing well. Would have been nice to either hit 6 for a draw card or double 4 wouldn't have actually been that bad. 5-3 really not great. It's not clear to me that should be taking village green over port, despite the legionary thing. Just because, like, if you're going to play with the draw cards, a lot of this, I am going to take ports in anticipation of getting a draw card. I think I will not, like, yeah, I want the gold to pair with the legionary, but I'm gonna take like hunting grounds or nobles first. Okay, so we drew both of our estates this time. It's got to be no. Well, does it have to be nobles? Hunting grounds does draw more cards. Nobles is worth points. I think it has to be nobles. Well, this is not ideal unless we see a port. You take the gold, but you have no draw on your deck. Do I wish for port? I think I do. Okay, at least we hit 4. Take 2 more ports. And now we should be in good enough shape village-wise that we can take a village green if we hit 4 again. End of Misfits. I don't think it's ever correct to take that, actually. It's just like strictly worse than village green import. I'm actually gonna wish for a state here. Hit 5. It's not really what I want to be hitting. I guess I'll take a village green. Yeah, the reason to wish for a state is because I saw my investment, but we are going to need to get a gold at some point, of course. I think I prefer probably 1 more nobles before I do that. I think we're going to play this for next turn. There's not much upside to playing it now, is there? Although I guess I don't have any terminal actions down there either. There's not much reason to play it. Yeah, never mind. We'll play it now. We might... No, we didn't. But we might have drawn the investment and been able to trash an estate. Okay, so our opponent is definitely not going to attack us here, so that's good news. Are you going to go for province here? Okay, I don't actually think that's so good. We have 2 estates, 1 port, some coppers. God damn. There's 2 estates down there. I've got to draw this. Okay, so we're still not drawing deck. So I think I am going to take one more nobles. Like, it's points. We do need that gold, but I want to be drawing. And if we get attacked, then we're going to need to we're going to need more to overcome draw-wise. So once we start attacking our opponent, their situation is going to be a lot worse. All right, so we have copper, legionary, silver port down there. Oh, good. We can do next turn. Crash that. Add gold. And now we should be in business. We can probably even afford to keep building some, like take some more nobles before we start greening. Which will be good as we transition into the greening phase. You could conceivably be attacked here. That was so unlikely. Why did you... I guess you must have the legionary in hand. Five coppers in the trash. Maybe it wasn't even correct to take that one village green. I could definitely believe that 2 more ports would have just been better. It's also possible that what I should do is, assuming that I don't like fail to draw because of legionary attack, I should, well, it's going to be tricky, because if we have to discard the legionary, we do have to discard the legionary, then I guess we could discard the port. We are going to have 3 actions. Yeah, that's probably actually correct if we get attacked. This is actually a super unlikely turn from, like, they only have the 1 draw card, the nobles. Well, I mean, then the wishing well. When the wishing well hit on a gold at like 1 in whatever. This is just... I think I am going to discard the port, because I want to make sure I get the legionary attack in. I definitely don't believe in my opponent's ability to province out, but it is kind of scary that they're potentially looking at getting a 3rd province here. They really shouldn't, like, once the legionary attack comes in, they really should not be able to continue provincing successfully. Okay, good. We discarded nothing of importance, but I guess there's no reason not to draw this. I mean, we are going to be steady state in terms of draw here, and we just drew despite being legionary attacked. Granted, we did start with yeah, I think we go ahead and province. What I was trying to say is we're going to be, our draw is going to be steady state here, so long as like we're trashing a copper and then buying a province. Which doesn't mean that we can't whiff like we did here, although it turns out that it's actually fine anyway. We still do have a port and 2 nobles down here, so our next turn should be fine as well. Probably correct to wait on getting another nobles though until I fail to hit 8. It's like on the off chance that my opponent somehow hits 8 despite the attack, will be pretty bad to be down that extra province. They don't have their gold in hand. That's actually very good. Because it means even if they have the legionary, A, they're not likely to be able to attack me, and B, they're not likely to afford province. Played the village green? Interesting. Don't quite think I understand. Well, this is actually, if we get attacked, this is actually, it's convenient that the port's on the bottom because we can discard, well, copper, copper. Yeah, we're not going to get it attacked. So it doesn't matter anyway. Port, we have 3 ports. That's probably the most likely thing at this point. Yeah. Okay, those last 2 cards, one of them's the nobles. I don't want to draw that, so we're getting close to the point where we want to trash the investment, but I think it's still better to hang on to it. Maybe that's wrong. Because, well, our opponent provinces this turn. We just have to province, in which case we would not want the investment in our deck because it doesn't really help us do that particularly. They don't province and we province. We still have a big lead, and getting 1 extra trash in this turn is no better than having the investment out of our deck this turn. Yeah, I think that was incorrect. I think I should have trashed the investment. Minor optimizations. But I do feel good about finding like the sweet spot here for building. Okay, well, it's possible. Actually, are we meant to keep the wishing well? Maybe we are, because we do have the village green in play. Or maybe we're meant to keep the legionary. Okay, we're definitely trashing the investment this turn. And there's very little chance that my opponent attacks me again. I mean, it's possible. They did trigger a shuffle, but it seems quite unlikely. So they still only have 2 nobles. I thought... Oh, no, that's right. They bought a moat. Forts, that's right. Okay. If they had bought the moat earlier, I guess it's too unlikely that you actually have it in hand is the problem. Like, if they had happened to... If they bought it earlier and they'd happened to have it in hand once or twice, they... You know, that might have overcome the legionary stuff. Oh, maybe they are going to attack me. Unfortunate if so. Though they're still in a really bad position. At least I got to discard 2 provinces. So that was not so bad. Yeah, you have to take duchy. But you still need me. Well, I guess you do have your investment that you can... Okay. In theory, if I totally whiff, then they could maybe come back off of province plus investment points, but no. Yeah, so the moral of that story, definitely that the legionary attack is a thing, and you got to build to be able to play that consistently. They did not. They went for province too early. I think I would even believe that I could have I could have taken 1 more nobles and I probably would have still won the game, I would guess. All right, so we got some stuff here. We got Sentinel, we got Battle Plan, we got Tournament, we got Villa, Livery with like in paddock, like horse gaining and stuff. We got to open with a Sentinel. That much seems clear. Question is, do we need to open with Battle Plan? We probably... Oh. There's also Armory. So if I had a 2/5, I would be traveling faring. Traveling faring? A Sentinel. I think I actually want Armory here. There's so many good 3 and 4 cost cards. There is collision risk, of course, but... Right, if they take Battle Plan for some reason, then I will do that, but otherwise... Oh, actually, if we collide, we can just take Villa, too. Right, so we don't need to take Battle Plan. The question is there anything better for us to take? Like, we could take Pageant. I'll take the Battle Plan. Nice. Okay. Pageant or second Battle Plan? I'm gonna say second Battle Plan. I would like to... Oh, I didn't bottom deck my Battle Plan. I would have liked to rotate that away. deny it from my opponent, but such luck. Wait, they didn't even go for the Trasher. They went for Paddock. That's a weird choice. All right, do we want a third battle plan? Because, like, you know, with Warlord, maybe we don't. We're definitely going to top deck a tournament, and I guess we're probably going to take... Yeah, let's forget about that. Let's just take top deck tournament and take pageant. Oh, it would be nice to get a plaza too. That would help with Sentinel stuff. Hopefully we see... Either see... I guess we want to either see the estate this turn or see the Sentinel this turn and not see the estate. And then see the Sentinel without the estate next turn. Like, basically what I'm getting at is... I would like to trash my estate. Surprise, surprise. Do I want to rotate that? Yeah, I think I do. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna armory for archer. I'm gonna buy a villa. Okay, we can't afford Warlord, so I'm not going to rotate. And I am going to take a plaza, I think. Oh man, that is not the hand I want to see. Holy crap. Tournament or plaza? I'm gonna say tournament. What are we gonna want to top deck here? Maybe I should have taken the plaza and then top decked a tournament. I should have thought about that. Second armory seems greedy to me. I don't think I care about getting a second archer. I guess I'll top deck a plaza. But yeah, I should have done this in the other order. I guess we probably do want to pick up Warlord now. Although, we could take a province. Probably got to do that, huh? Really too bad we didn't see the Sentinel here. I mean, I guess we would have had to top deck good cards. You're likely to have an archer. You're reasonably likely to have an archer. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that province. Now I'm regretting rotating to Warlord, but we can do it. Oh, god damn it. This is stupid. Why does this keep happening? This is by no means guaranteed to happen. Oh, we can afford Warlord. Oh, that's great. Okay, okay. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, order doesn't matter. I guess... Yeah. I guess we protect the tournament. If they discard the province, they discard the province. I mean, like, what am I going to do about that? Like, I can't... You know, if I protect the province, they discard the tournament, so it's like... They don't know that I have the tournament in hand. I mean, it seems likely, but I could have a battle plan instead. Okay, cool. Okay, it's got to be... Actually, it's probably Trusty Steed. They don't have a province yet. Um... I think I want... Just take a chariot race, I guess. I don't think I'm going to worry about trying to activate this other... Well... I have the archer and the province in my discard and that... Oh, and a bunch of coppers. Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a chariot race. Guess I want to try to get that. Other warlord. Oh boy. That is fortunate. Blocked. Good to know that I have that on top, though. You maybe should discard the battle plan, because, yeah, because you know I have the warlord on top. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now it's definitely followers, right? It's gotta be followers. I mean, yeah, it renders the archer less useful, although, you know, potentially we can play the archer first, but... Okay, so we do not have a second chariot race, so I guess we'll take one of those. I think I'm just going to take Coffers here. I have 2 plazas. I have 2 tournaments. I think I would rather have a coffer than a silver. I mean, if I can hit 5 again, obviously I'll pick up like Paddock or Livery or something, Tragic Hero. But I didn't, so. I guess at this point I wouldn't mind taking a second Archer. A Sentinel on top. Like, alright. I'm willing to race into that. Not a copper. My opponent hasn't trashed any copper, so. Oh, never mind. Well, okay then. There's one battle plan left, but whatever. Just rotate past it with the other one. Villa. Okay, we're very unlikely to win. In fact, these are our only 5s, so we cannot win. So whatever. Okay, you know, I really would have liked to see some coppers here. I guess. So tournament draws province, tournament. Oh, that is a problem. No. Okay, tournament draws battle plan. Battle plan draws province plaza. They still, and they don't have a sentinel, so they're not even ever trashing these copper or curses. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we just go ahead and take princess now. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I was waiting for them to discard, but they didn't have to discard because I'd already attacked them with followers. But yeah. So, I mean, you got to get Sentinel. My Sentinel was not cooperating, but I had still trashed, you know, all of my estates and at least 2 coppers, maybe 3. That's a lot more than not trashing any cards. So, yeah. I mean, the 2/5 is not what you want really there, but I would definitely go Traveling Fair Sentinel on that opening. I mean, a 5/2 where you... I guess the problem with 5/2 is you know you're going to see the estates. Whereas 2/5... Yeah, it's like... I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I think I had that. I certainly think I had that in hand. I don't think that resign was unreasonable. Okay, so upgrade trashing. We have Capitalism, which lets us play with both Charlatan and Wharf. That's all that it does. I don't know if that's important enough to care about. This looks like a double silver opening to just try to hit 5. There's also Palace. Okay, I think I'll take Menagerie. I mean, Menagerie's definitely not going to be activated early on here, but we go upgrade or wharf first. I think upgrade, but I'm not confident about that. And do we want a second upgrade or do we want a wharf? I mean, we will have the buys to replenish coppers for palace points if that's something that we end up wanting to do. I think I'll take the second upgrade and then we'll go for wharves. All right, we're going menagerie. This. Take another one. Treasure map. I mean, I guess if you collide them, you do get a bunch of golds, which then gives you palace points. So there's something to that, but seems easier to just use upgrade to gain golds, to be honest. I want to take the charlatan now. We would just take the second wharf. I think we just take the second wharf. Like, yeah, they might collide, but we do still have an estate left, but oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, whatever. At some point, it becomes correct to do something other than buy menageries, but I don't know if we're at that point. And look at that. Activated menageries until we draw our wharf cards, and then they're not activated. Amazing. You bought capitalism, but you didn't buy charlatan. Don't understand. It's getting to the point where taking another silver would be reasonable. Yeah. Okay, I think this is... Do we want to wheelwright? We probably want to wheelwright. Wheelwright supplies. And then I think we're going to aim... I think we are going to aim to go for capitalism here and a charlatan. Or two. Although, you know, they do have 2 upgrades, so how good is that really? I don't know. It's money that works with... what's it, though? We could... Let's play the wheelwright first, because we might... What the... Okay. That was a completely competitive game. I don't know what that was about. Oh. Same opponent. Okay, so we've got urchin stuff. We probably need to do urchin stuff. Although it is tempting to take groom. Scooting party. Groom for urchin, and then yeah, I'm gonna do it. It could be wrong, but oh boy. Oh boy. No, we didn't make it. Alright, one more urchin. I think so. No, yeah, I think I want. Workers' village. I want anvil. Sure. Well, maybe I should have scooted. Nah, it's fine. Never punished. So I don't want sage because that's going to skip over my mercenary. Alright, let's grab another one of these. And, you know, we could probably actually use a silver. At some point we could also consider forager, but I guess I might consider second mercenary here since it's been slow to come together. Maybe I should be taking another groom. Do we want to scoot now? Trigger a shuffle where like some bad stuff misses? Yeah, probably. Would have been nice to take exploration with that. Although wait, actually anvil counteracts it anyway. So what am I talking about? Who knows? Okay, just gonna keep taking these. What is happening? Please stop! That's that's so like just it disorienting and annoying and just ugh. Like yeah, I win the game, but like I'm in the middle of playing the game. It's nowhere close to decided. Like I just like totally unexpected. I did like, you know, buy a 5. It was going to be very exciting. Okay, so speaking of buying 5s, we have a 2-5, which is probably not good. I think we go, well, we certainly go encampment. I think we go spices here. There's no trashing. There, I guess there's miser, but oh wait, there's plan. There's plan. I think we go ahead and play the encampment again. I'm thinking about, so next turn, I have this, the spices, 2 estates, 2 coppers. We could plan on something. We could plan encampment and buy 2 encampments next turn and trash 2 estates. That seems really good. We are probably going to want to get... Well, maybe we don't need Coven. We just get to followers. Okay, we're going to rebuy our... We could buy a province now, but I think I would rather go encampment, crash estate, and tournament, and then get the province this turn. The province doesn't do anything for our deck without the tournament in it anyway. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to buy, or to like aim to trash coppers by buying encampments, but at the very least... Like, we could spend 2 coffers to buy an encampment and trash a copper, and that does make us more likely to line stuff up. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We take another tournament. We have an encampment and a province down there. If we take a tournament, we have a... Oh, maybe encampment. Another encampment is better. Yeah, it probably is, because we get to trash a copper. Like, very likely to... Yeah, okay. We're going to take followers for sure. We're going to want to actually get a gold here, I suppose. Oh, we got blocked. Okay. Still have no encampments. We can't buy encampment gold. We could buy encampment spices. For spices encampment. We'd have to specifically do it in that order. Yeah, I think... And we still managed to not, or to have to play terminal followers. Oh well. But yeah, I think followers is so much better than the other prizes that I don't really care too much that I whiffed here. All right. We unfortunately once again cannot afford encampment gold. We do want to trash this estate, so I am going to take another encampment. Maybe take... like... Herald? Caravan? I think right now my deck is still not action dense enough for Herald. I'm going to say Caravan. Okay. I'll go ahead and take Princess. We got blocked again. think I'm ready for the gold. Bag of gold. Ugh. 1 gold is enough for me, thank you. Dang. Alright, I don't actually want a prize here. Do I? Diadem? Diadem. This diadem's okay. Okay, we're gonna take all the rest of the encampments. And then a plunder. Was an interesting way of saying plunder for sure. I don't know what I thought I was saying before that. I probably thought I was saying spices. Okay, so I don't know what the moral of that story particularly was. I mean, I think doing the plan stuff early on encampment was pretty good, like because you can keep buying them for cheap in conjunction with the spices. I think that worked out nicely. All right, so amulet replace. Got Spices Guildhall. That's interesting. Is that fast enough that we can? Well, you know, there's not really anything good to proc, is there? Maybe we go Poacher Amulet or Double Amulet. Well, we want to hit 5. I think we go Poacher Amulet. And try to get Guildhall as fast as possible. Okay, well that is scary. Although I wouldn't have wanted to spend one of my coffers if possible. I'm gonna get the second amulet now. Okay, I think we trashed an estate already, so we know we're gonna draw copper. So I'm gonna take the coin so that I can buy Guildhall. This is not ideal. Why would you take Guildhall and then take Amulet for coins? Sense. I wonder if we ever trash estates now. I'm not sure that we do. I think basically the plan is we keep buying spices until they run out and then we buy provinces. You could maybe argue for a replace in the deck, but it's probably too unlikely that we actually ever see it. I wonder if I'm meant to be buying coppers ever. Probably. I also probably am meant to start greening now. Yeah, I'm going to buy the copper. And I think with this turn we're going to start greening. I don't think we need to mess around with the last two spices. We also have an extra estate. That's pretty nice. This is not nice. That was a very unlikely collision. When are we supposed to double province? What the hell was that? Maybe we're supposed to double province now, because we have one coin. I mean, it makes sense, right? I'll waste those coins. Alright. Provincing here is dangerous. Very dangerous. Only have one buy, that's good. Alright, now we double province. And take a copper, we don't need an estate. Like, no real path to victory. My opponent. Yeah, I probably mostly won that on first player. I don't know why they bought a Shanty Town. I think they were less committed to the strategy, and that was a difference maker. And get some more water, so I will be right back. So I could believe that it was actually not correct even to trash the estate that first on like turn 3 there. It probably was correct, but I could, like, would it be better to take a silver there? Probably not. I mean, you're not getting the coffers for it, so that it's lower value, and yeah, I don't know. You do want to see the spices as often as possible is the thing for the plus buy. Level 62. This is... I have not reached this plateau before, I don't believe. Gat. Is that, like, as in gun noises? Like, you know, from the 30s or 20s, 30s, whatever? Or I guess the gat was just the gun itself, it's not gun noises. But then presumably gat would be a gun noise? I don't know. Alright, so... there's doctor trashing, there's investment trashing, there is a lack of actions. I mean, you can get lackeys, obviously, but... is there a way to activate sheepdog? Rebuild, I guess. Do we go for rebuild? The order is like what you want, right? The rebuild, you play the rebuild, you trash the card, you find the card, you trash it, you gain it, and then you react with the sheepdog. So that part is good. I think I'm thinking about opening sheepdog investment. The investment would be to trash coppers, not to trash estates. Maybe it's not correct to trash coppers. in that case. What else are we doing? I guess the problem is that it is a colony game. It is a colony game, and there's chariot race. Yeah, this is complicated. So we could do trashing with Crystal Ball instead. So maybe we go Sheepdog Silver. Forgot about Crystal Ball. They open Quarry. I don't like Quarry. They're going for rebuild too. Alright, well. It does, yeah, it does let you do that, but it just seems hard to line up. I don't know. It doesn't help you get by green cards. Maybe that's the more important thing. Do we want another sheepdog or do we want another silver? I think I want another silver. Obviously, we're going to take another rebuild here. Well, I guess this is a third rebuild. I think after that, maybe, yeah, I guess we probably just never touch Crystal Ball. Okay, we're going to buy lackeys here for sure. Went duchy to province? Skipping over an estate? Why would you do that? Maybe the sheepdog was not even good. I don't know. If there was some faster method of trashing, I think work, but I probably should have just opened double silver or something. It's just not likely enough to collide. I really don't understand why you would skip a state to trash duchy. It doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, well, I guess we took a chariot race? Which is... my opponent's draws are certainly working out better for them. Better for me. I guess I take sheepdog here. Yeah, here I'm gonna be skipping over my other sheepdog this turn, of course, and I actually got to what did he... No? No? Excuse me? No? Yeah, for me we skip duchy. Duchy. Skip colony. Province. I guess we take another sheepdog. Hope. Yeah, these draws are just not working out at all. Not even a little bit. Maybe I should have bought a lackeys. You were buying a lot of estates. I think, if anything, If there's anything that's going to let me come back in this game, it might be that. That might be that. Oh, hey, you know what we have in our hand? All of our green cards. Stupendous. I meant to play my lackeys first. I'm probably meant to play my lackeys first. Am I meant to play that lackeys first? So, great. So bad. I draw a duchy and a rebuild. It's like, seriously. I can't even afford frickin' duchy. Ugh. Do I want to discard the rest of this stuff? I probably do, yeah. Okay, there we go. Amazing. We might as well play the lackeys. Might as well play the rebuild too. We are going to be out of villagers if we do, though. That is actually kind of a problem. Yeah, I think actually... Let's take the duchy. Or will it react to sheepdogs? Okay, we're kind of getting back into this, maybe. Get the last duchy. There's still... Oh, maybe they did manage to run through all their estates. So that's annoying. These chariot race buys. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our duchy in our hand, which sucks. But we did just gain a province, so we can at least do that. You want to mill the colonies? Maybe you want to mill the colonies. I don't freaking know. Oh boy. Only 2 provinces left. Oh god. How are you drawing so well? I mean, you should name... Yeah, that's really, 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 really bad. The good news, I guess, is that I don't have... I only have the 1 duchy, so I can't accidentally empty the provinces here. Why would you buy a state? Why would you do that? What's the world in which we win here? We could tie. We could win, actually. If we draw another rebuild and we rebuild... No, never mind. We don't get 10 points from... Never mind. We're just... Oh, there's a province. Cool. That really sucks. At this point, we have 2 colonies, a duchy, and a province. Yeah, we're just done. This has been really frustrating. Turn the deck over, yeah. Well, maybe not actually, because we don't want to have these cards in hand. I think we don't turn the deck over and we just buy lackeys and we cross our fingers. Probably in vain. Oh my gosh. Come on. I need that rebuild. Great. Well, we got to take the province. I couldn't have drawn either of the other rebuilds? God damn it. Or hit the province instead of the duchy? Come on. Freaking. Damn it. I was just. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I deserve that. Maybe I was meant to name Duchy. I had one colony in hand. But I mean, the idea was that I need to hit the Duchy in order to win. And it's fine if I hit the Duchy first, so long as I draw a rebuild and can rebuild the province I get off the Duchy into a colony. But no such luck. Reacted with a lot of sheepdogs, too. Okay, so no villages here, except for Citadel. I'm open with Chapel. Seems obvious. We go Chapel Timog. Blockade doesn't seem very good. I think I'll take the Timog. And I guess this is just a silver. Only trashing copper is not actually so bad, given that we have the Timog. I mean, I would have rather trashed, like, at least. Okay, let's think about whether we want Vampire. I think we want Vampire. There aren't a lot of gains, admittedly, to feed Bat with, but I think it'll be okay. All right, what do we want here? We could take a second T-Mog. I mean, in the end, it gives us threat. We could also take Skulk or Blockade in anticipation of not needing to play the Chapel anymore. I think Skulk is better. I think I'll take that. Obviously, we're going to want a stables. I guess we take... We could take the another T-Mog now. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Crash their Chapel. That is interesting. I don't know whether that's good or bad for them at this point. Okay, we're gonna go estate into... Oh. If we top deck the Bat, we don't... I mean, we do have a stables down here, but I think it's fine. Well... It should be okay. Corsair. That does have the potential to be annoying. Do we take another Skulk here? We can always T-Mog it as a thing, so I think that's correct. Still have not hit Citadel, or particularly come close. I guess we got to 6 at one point. Grappling 1 copper does not excite me. I'm gonna play the Skulk. Just buy replacement silver. Fire. Stables. I'm just gonna take Citadel here, so I'm not gonna T-Mog anything. That's annoying. Do you not even have 8 coins in your deck? It's bad. We probably are going to want to get Corsair now, once we have Citadel, and we can play both Citadel and Skulk in the same turn. And this is going to get really unpleasant with like the Corsair attack. Because there's no other payload. Took a second vampire. That seems not under Corsair attack. Oh boy, we can, no. We're gonna T-Mog this Skulk. What am I talking about? I was about to say, oh boy, we can double play Skulk, but no, we are not double playing Skulk. No. Although we guess we could take Corsair. Would that possibly be better? Maybe. Oh, God. Well, now I'm inclined to think I trashed a Skulk. Okay. I guess I could take both. Do I want to trigger a shuffle here? I think it should be fine, too. I really only have 2 stables? That can't be right. Like a bunch of stables. I'm confused. I'm not. Yeah, what? Well, in any case, we probably want. Oh, I had 2 stables discarded by war. Okay, right. So my next turn should be fine. Okay, good. I don't think I want to trash this copper. I think I want to buy another Corsair, knowing that I have some stables coming in. We can bat trash coppers and or the chapel, but I would have had to trash a second silver or gold or whatever. I could have trashed a gold instead of silver if I had done that, but envious? Well, that is pretty annoying. I don't know how my opponent got to 4 stables. Did they like... When did they get all those stables? Yeah, figured they might do that. I don't actually know that it's going to matter so much, to be fair, because I don't know that we need that much draw, especially with Citadel. Oh, you know, I should be discarding... I should not be discarding this way. We do have another discarded gold. Like we're envious. So it doesn't matter in the end. Okay, so do we just go ahead and trash the chapel? I think the answer is yes. I think we go ahead and province here and we plan to T-Mog silver into Skulk, which could fail, of course, if we don't have a silver in hand at the beginning, but crashing a copper, how do I feel about that? Like, with the Corsair attack, like, honestly, it's not really clear. I think I'm not going to. I mean, at some point we'll get to take a Skulk, but I guess we could also Team-Hog the Vampire, but that probably doesn't make a lot of sense. How was your turn so bad? Here's the problem for you is you still don't have Citadel. Diluted? That doesn't matter. I want to mill some provinces. Probably not. I don't even know what I'm... Oh, I'm drawing towards my Corsair, of course. Not under attack. We'll just use the Vampire to gain a Skulk. So of course it didn't make sense to T-Mog Well, I mean, we could have gotten pulse by that turn, but like, who cares? Archive. Yeah, I guess we could take archives. I forgot archive was on the board, to be honest. Does my opponent have coins in their deck now? Don't really know. They've got 2 bats in their hand, I know that. They've got T-Mog, maybe? Yeah. They've got 1 or 2 silvers. Some number of golds, I don't know. No coppers. They shouldn't have any coppers. Oh yeah, Skulk. Oh wow, hit 15. Where did all that money come from? I don't know. Where was it before? Very confusing. And they do have a copper. That's also confusing. Because I have 4 coppers. There's 11 in the trash. I got 1 from greed, but the other one. I don't know. Right, I think we're gonna continue to leave these T-Mogs on the mat. Trashed their Skulk. How many Skulks are in the trash? 6, so they do still have one. Wait, am I not under Corsair again? Crazy. Alright. We should probably take an archive, huh? I think... Well, if we're gonna take archive, then keeping the coppers looks that much better, so... Okay, we've got the province milling lined up here. This could be the turn to use it. Because, like, even if we can't end the game, having that... doing that now before our opponent has many points. Okay, well, let's say double province. Yeah, obviously we do it. Obviously we do it. Should be pretty real. Oh, that's not great. It's good enough. Yeah. Okay, well, got vengeance or something. It's weird because my opponent went for Corsair first, but then they didn't commit to it. I felt like it was pretty good there once you had Citadel. But I also think, like, I don't know. They took a long time to get to Citadel. That was a problem. I'm not sure I don't understand what was going on with their deck. Like, they were hitting like 5, 6, 7 on turns where I was hitting well more than that. And then all of a sudden they had like 15 coins. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I guess maybe they took more skulks than I realized or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So, wall, huh? Ooh. With no trashing except for mint. Okay. Although, there is Bridge Troll and Town. There's not. Discard your hands and draw 5 cards. I do not want to do this. The only draw is like, oh, there's Courtyard. Okay, yeah, that can work. That can work. The Fisherman, it shouldn't matter, right? With Bridge Troll, like you just get a bunch of points with Bridge Troll. It should be fine. Fisherman's definitely worse, or Peddlers are definitely worse with Wall, but it should be okay. So do we want a Desert Guides? We could also just take Courtyard. I think I'm just going to take Courtyard. Using the guides there is not super exciting. So first 5 is going to be Bridge Troll unless I have at least, I'm going to say 5 coppers. I would definitely mint here. Would not have done that. Oh my gosh. Crunch. Well, we will Desert Guides this for sure. Probably have to ramp with another Fisherman, but that's fine. That is not ideal. Okay, we found 2 Fishermen, so it's all good. Get 1 more, and then we can get a town. That last card is a copper, which I guess is better on top than anything we can put on top with Courtyard, so. Oh, you didn't hit 7. So, okay, I guess we don't get to buy on this turn. We gotta buy 1 more Fisherman. We'll get there. I mean, you could argue for taking a silver, I guess, but would work better with the Courtyard. Oh, man. Yeah. This is a lot of turns just spent buying Fisherman. Okay, here we go. We might actually just go straight to Bridge Troll here. Oh, you know what else we can do for actions is contract. Like contracting Courtyards and stuff. It does feel... I guess I am behind. I mean, my opponent's got... Wait, Gatekeeper? What? We've already got 5, so let's top deck a fisherman. Buy that bridge troll. Okay, so now we need to get some towns. We probably want to lay off the fishermen because of wall. I mean, it may not matter, but we probably don't need any more fishermen. Minting all these golds is so crazy. It seems so bad to me. I think this is just double town. And then we probably look to pick up another bridge troll this turn. We could use a contract, but maybe there's just no need for it. I haven't played that gatekeeper once. You're going for province? Okay. I get ever more confident that I'm going to win this game. We could stop here. If we do 5, 6, 7, we can go town bridge troll, and we have a town down here with our courtyard, so I think I like that. Gatekeeper exiles cards that you gain. Yeah. So it's like not a big problem at all. Like Cardinal would be one thing. Oh, we actually can't get. That's actually pretty annoying. We just not take the bridge troll now, or do we? I could see that argument, especially because we want to make sure we don't have towns like sitting in exile. Now, do we take another courtyard? We probably do need the draw, so we'll plan to get like one more courtyard after that. Oh, that should probably be sufficient. We do have to watch out for like pile out, but I think my opponent doesn't have the gains to like really threaten that too much anyway. My last card is an estate. We have 8 coins, 2 bridge trolls in play. We have 10 coins. I do think I like having 10 coins. Take the last town. Courtyard. Bridge troll. Bridge troll. We could take a tide pools. I don't think I want that. Just don't use. I guess I didn't actually use that. Oh yeah, I just screwed that up. I should have played the. I miscounted. I guess miscounted. Should have just played the town for a card action. I could have taken another courtyard, but I decided I didn't want it. Okay. One more bridge troll. And we have 5 of them. So with 5 bridge trolls, provinces cost 3. That's not quite going to be enough, I don't think. We hit... I don't know. We'll just have to see. Assuming our opponent provinces this turn, like we'll need 4 provinces and some number of duchies. Duchies are going to be positive points, so and they're also going to be free if we get all our bridge trolls into play. So I guess so long as we can hit 12 coins, it doesn't really matter. We also aren't going to be dealing with the minus coin token this turn. It's good. I mean, we can probably take more bridge trolls, but I think ideally we would pile out right here. It's probably the wrong word for it, but we don't find another courtyard. Okay, we did. So we only have 5 coins, which is a far cry from the number that we need. Maybe this doesn't work. I don't know. Any more bridge trolls? We have 6 by. We take. We're gonna have to take more bridge trolls. That much is clear. We probably do need more fishermen. Keep in mind, provinces are only worth 5 VP. I think I am actually going to lose this. It's just not... It's too slow for some reason. The wall makes it so that it's like really hard to win on a pile out. Like even if we take 8 duchies, that's only worth 16 points. That would get us to positive 10. I think we need to take... I guess we could take a tide pools now. That would give us draw. We take like... Bridge troll... Bridge troll... Now provinces are down to 1 coin. That's all that we need. Can we expect... So now I think we do take the tide pools. So, okay, our opponent takes 1 more province. They're at 25. Now we take... I mean, how many... We take 3 provinces. That gives us 15. We're at 7 points. We need... like all the duchies. Yeah, that doesn't really work. We can take a province now. But the problem is that we're gonna... The wall is gonna kill us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 buys. Buy 1 province now, we can buy province in all of the... Oh, we'd have to buy 2 tide pools as well. Ugh. That doesn't really work, does it? Maybe I'm... 2 more provinces gets me to 7 points. And then if I did get 8 duchies, that only gets me to 23. Yeah, I think I'm just lost. Wow. Guess I shouldn't have taken 2 bridge trolls. I take 3 duchies? I mean, at some point they should miss province. But if they do miss province, then that completely changes things. But any card I take from here, yeah, I think I just take nothing. If they hit province, I think I'm just lost. Like I'm not sure. Oh, they have desert guides. That's not good. That's not good. Oh my gosh. What did I do wrong here exactly? It's not clear to me. Did find all our bridge trolls. So I mean, I guess we buy a whole bunch of duchies. And then we buy 1 province and 1 duchy. Hope they miss province. I guess. Not very likely. I think I still lose even if that happens. Right? I think I did the math right. I only get 8 points from this and I get to 24. Yeah. Also, actually, all they need is duchy anyway. Man, what did I do wrong here? I'm so confused. Just don't feel like Bridge Troll should lose there, but evidently it did. Really, we're able to get a lot of provinces, like, very reliably. I mean, they did thin with Mint. They didn't really have any draw to speak of. I don't know. It's, that one's a bit of a mystery to me. Maybe if I draw a little bit better earlier in the game and I'm like a turn or 2 further ahead, like in terms of like not having to buy so many fishermen. Got in town earlier. So trashing here is Puka and Dismantle. We have a 2-4 or a 5-4. Dismantling fortresses is interesting, though not actually that good. Do we play the Cursed Gold? Art of Astrologers. Top deck's a card. Okay. I mean, there's draw, there are gains, but there aren't buys. Capitalism does help. Tempted to go War Chest and like make my opponent decide what my strategy should be. I'm gonna do it. Oh, there's goat. Amazing. Okay, that makes me feel much better about taking the curse. Don't copy me. How do we feel about getting a dismantle given that information? Fortress doesn't do much now. It is a card we're going to want. I guess getting some golds into the deck and then dismantling them. Of course, we have to line it up. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Fortress. I know that's kind of dumb, but... I don't know why I played the goat first. That was really stupid. Just so used to playing goat first. All right. Let's go ahead and grab a Catacombs then, I think. I think I meant to take Fortress here again and not take a curse. And name Guildmaster again. Oh. Alright, well I will take a Guildmaster. Second War Chest is reasonable, but I want draw first. I think I'm willing to take a curse to add another Catacombs to my deck. Wisp's good. I don't think you want a third War Chest. Apparently you do. Probably Catacombs. No draw for you, sort of thing. This does not say non-victory, which means you can use it to do Duchy Duke stuff, potentially. Bought Dismantle and Guildmaster. You're gonna be over terminal, surely. Yeah, I'll take that. Sure. Did it again. I have more cards in my hand this time, so it doesn't matter as much. All right. I think... Oh... Maybe one more Catacombs and one more War Chest. That's going to be a little over terminally, but think it'll be alright. This is a pretty crap draw. But it should make it my other stuff more likely to collide. I kind of just want a fortress now, to be honest. If I hit 4, then that would be one thing, but I didn't, so... Cool, cool. I want the Flames gift. That's so many war chests. Like, at some point, it just doesn't make sense. How is your deck going to function? I don't understand. It is about time that I got a dismantle, I think. It would be nice to take capitalism. I don't know if it ever makes sense to actually do it. It's good. Oh, we should play the Pixie first. No. It's necessary. Yeah. On that deck. Thank you. Need to stop doing that. Although, in theory, my opponent should know exactly what I have. Oh, you in war chest again. Okay, fine. We could definitely use another fortress first and foremost, so I'm going to take one of those. All right, now I think I'm going to take the dismantle. I could take a guildmaster and a dismantle. We don't really need the money from the dismantle, or from the guildmasters. The question is, how valuable are the astrologers? And maybe it's not actually that valuable. Maybe I meant to take legionary dismantle. Fortress, catacombs. That's another reason. I didn't realize we were going to get so many favors. I kind of overlooked the war chest interaction there. I think fortress. Like, you really need fortresses. It's fine. Maybe it's not fine. Wow. Well, that's some nonsense. I have like no fortresses down here, do I? That's freaking great. Got the legionary, I've got the dismantle. And I guess I could use another catacombs. Let's take the last 2 fortresses. If this was enough to get me to double fortress capitalism, I would do that. But it's not. So I think it just gives me a pixie, which I don't think that's worth taking a curse for. And we've already seen the action boon, so we're not going to get that going for us. All right, now we're definitely naming catacombs first, because you don't have many fortresses. Also get a now you draw. Gonna go for Duchy Duke stuff. That is so freaking many. Honestly, I just don't need that. All right, dismantle doesn't really do anything here. The thing that I want to dismantle is like the cursed gold. But not do that. We could take capitalism now. That would have helped this turn. We could just take a 3rd war chest, I guess. There's a pile out potentially coming. War chest will help with that. All right. Fortress, fortress, catacombs, catacombs. This time, surely our draw will not suck. Apparently I was supposed to discard on that previous catacombs thing. I needed to see exactly catacombs. I was just like, oh, I've got like 3 fortresses and a pixie. Like, that seems fine. Kind of just blanked on it, I guess. That was a really unfortunate turn, too. The good news is my opponent just does not have actions. They could help themselves with capitalism a little bit, but it's fine. We're probably just drawing deck anyway. Because we can also dismantle the fortress, a fortress, I suppose. No. That seems too inefficient. Although I should have played the Guildmaster first. You gonna go straight for Duchy? Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll take it. Duke. One more catacombs. Catacombs. Their pixie would help. The question is, should we just buy province or should we buy duchy? Like, That's not entirely clear to me. Use dismantle to gain duchies. Yeah, and they have this problem that they just don't draw. Like, they can gain all the dukes, but I guess I discard that. I do want the dismantle. So let's go this first. Oh, I actually don't have enough actions. Amazing. Man, it's kind of... I also don't quite have enough draw to both attack and gain a duchy with dismantle, which is really annoying. I think... I need to gain the duchy. Oh, I'm wrong. That's not a bad one to get. I mean, plus buy be better. I don't... 7 points in the... I don't know if we've shuffled it or what the situation there is. Because like the issue is that we're not gonna draw around next turn probably, right? Because we're gonna have extra crap in our deck. We are gonna get to trash a card, but I think take this. Fortunately, we can't play the Guildmaster first, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Oh wait, we are gonna end up top decking. Oh no, we can use. No, we can't. I don't have a favor. We're gonna do this the other way around. We don't need the gold. And now we can play the Guildmaster before the dismantle. I don't even know if I play all these war chests. We know they're going to name Duke. So we can use it to take a Pixie. I mean, I guess a Pixie's probably better than nothing. Could take an estate. 4 pixies in the trash. I have 2 pixies in play. I just gained 1 pixie. That's 3. So they do have 1 pixie left. Now the draw pile's at 10? What? I don't understand. I think I actually don't take a duchy here. I think I take... I have 2 dukes. Duchy's worth 5. The question is, do I play the war chest? What would I take with it? I would take, like, estate. I don't think I want an estate. I take duke. Yeah, I think I take province. I can take the duchy off. Taking province does not compromise the number of duchies we can take next turn unless they manage to dismantle into duchy and buy duchy, which seems really unlikely with a 3-card hand. I forgot I did this. Okay, they got the Sun's Gift, which will potentially allow them to have a turn depending on what else is in their hand, but it's not... Oh, they don't even need it. Never mind, what am I talking about? It's not plus buy. It's not Earth's Gift. It's nothing that allows them to pile out for a win. They should be able to line everything up, but I don't know how much they even have to line up. Like, they've only got a couple of fortresses. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have 3. Yeah. I mean, they're going to get to draw some cards here, but not too terribly many. I don't think they have another Catacombs. Yeah, they don't. And they need to play Guildmaster anyway. This is Duchy. Duke. I think how many war chests they have. They could pile out if they like take these other piles, but I can block those piles. I think. I hope. I think I have to name Pixie now. That was... I don't think that was correct for them. The lower piles without being able to actually pile out. Get that crap out of here. We do want that. Don't think so. Time to play the Pixies, probably. That. So we could take the last Pixie. We could also take 2 estates. So we're guaranteed to be able to take a duchy or a duke with one of our war chests. First play, they kind of have to name one of war chest or Pixie, don't they? Maybe not. So, I mean, I have 2 dukes, so duchy's worth 5. So if I take a 5-point duchy and 2 estates, that's still not enough for the lead by itself. Take 2 5-point duchies, then I don't need the estates. So I think the only way that it makes sense to do this is if... Well, I could take another dismantle. That's interesting. Okay, I'm convinced now. Obviously goat, and that's going to go into the pixie. And then war chest. I think into dismantle. We need that stuff. We don't need that stuff. So if we dismantle the province into a duchy, does that work? I mean, they name war chest. Oh wait, that's a 3-pile, and we can rebuy the province. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, we can't. We don't actually have enough money. Holy shit. I mean, if we buy province, yeah, we can 3-pile. We can't buy province. God damn it. We can buy duchy. Right. It doesn't actually matter at all. None of this matters. I didn't need the dismantle. I probably shouldn't even be playing this war chest. Okay, well, yes, congratulations, you realize that I had the win before I did. This is why there was a conversation recently in the etiquette channel about like whether people are BMing, you know, if they don't like take a line to a win or something like that. And this is why I say you never assume that your opponent is BMing like because you just don't know what they spotted or not spotted. Yes, I didn't need the dismantle. Just taking the pixie was enough. I was just having like brain farts on the pile situation. Like the piles were there were 2 empty piles once I took the pixie, and that was the thing that I kept brain farting on. I was like, oh, I need to get the war chest and the duchy, and you can block the war chest. No, it didn't matter. But yeah, I don't understand why my opponent lowered piles there. Like, it would be one thing if they had done that like mid-turn, right, and been like reaching for a win and then not been able to get there. But they played the war chests, you know. What am I trying to say? They played the war chests knowing that they didn't have the win. So there was no real reason to lower those piles and make it easier for me. Would I have been able to win if they hadn't done that? I don't know. Also, I think I was meant, as it turns out, or maybe I did do this. I don't remember now. I think I was meant to play the dismantle before I triggered the shuffle, so that I would have access to the gold again, so that I could dismantle the gold again, rather than like dismantling a 5. So like, this is to say, in the world where they don't lower piles as much, and then I like have I have to do more to pile out and win. They in that world, they or you know, well, this is assuming I still get the same boon and all that, but then the dismantle might have actually been relevant, and I would have needed to put the gold into the shuffles that I had the 6 cost to dismantle into a 5, which is something that I overlooked. I think maybe I didn't. I don't know. I guess I did end up. No, because I didn't play the first dismantle until the end. Yeah, that was right. So that was the mistake. I mean, it didn't matter, but it would have been a mistake. Given the framework under the false framework under which I was working, it was a mistake. The but yeah, the what I'm trying to think about also with what they did at the end is it possible that they had like a bluff situation where if they had more war chests, then they would have been able to win, and they were playing them and taking cards in an effort to bluff me into naming cards in a way that was like suboptimal that would allow them to win. But I don't know what that would have looked like, because there was no, like, they couldn't pile on Duchy Duke. They needed to take Duchies and Dukes to have enough points to pass me in points, and they couldn't like both do that. Even if they'd had more war chests, they couldn't both do that and gain enough cards to pile, because they were like 2 cards short of piling, I guess. 1 war chest and 1 Pixie. I'd already named Pixie, so on the next war chest they played, I could name war chest. So, yeah, I don't really understand like why they took the Pixie and the war chest that they did, given that it's confusing. Did they take a Catacombs, or was that already empty? Well, that couldn't have been already empty. In fact, it never emptied. Yeah, it was still at 2. Okay, I don't know. All beyond my understanding, I guess. Uh-oh. Hopefully this person has got their stuff working this time. This will probably be the last game. Keep it, you know, a little bit briefer than the past couple times. All right, so we have Goat, which means it probably isn't essential that we open with Sentinel or Steward, though we still may want to. Obviously, we're going to take Pixie on the 2. We could invest, I guess, and still trash. We could take a Clerk, take a Blockade. Cobbler does look good here. I don't know if it's good enough to pass up trashing a Copper. Probably isn't. Invest is only action cards, right? Yeah. I think Blockade is the way, because that's also a gainer. I mean, we are not guaranteed to see it on turn 3, granted, but we can depending on what we see, we can take a Trasher, we can take a Hostelry, we can take a Clerk. Like, it gives us, okay, well, so the Trasher, not so much, I guess. Although, if we took Sentinel, we would be able to trash 2 estates. That is compelling. Yeah. It seems like it's got to be correct. That is a pretty unfortunate draw, but Wow, I guess we don't get to see our pixie. We don't even get to hit 4 if... Man, okay. This could have gone better, I would say. I really would prefer to hit 4 here, but... I guess I'm gonna take a C chart? It will at least help me buy peddlers. Although there is no plus buy here, so... Which is also another reason that I would be interested in Cobbler. Oh boy. This is getting real rough. We probably need that silver now. I was hoping we would not. I guess we can ox something here. Yeah. The goat doesn't really do anything this turn either. This is all gone wrong. I mean, we are going to get to buy a peddler, I suppose. That is tempting. Yeah, okay. This is going to make sure that we hit 5. Oh wait, I am only going to have 3 actions in play because the frickin' Pixie's trashed. Damn it. Oh, that was a mistake. That was such a mistake. And now I have, like, extra cards and stuff. Oh, God. Super dumb. That's what I am. Ugh. Why would you... You take a curse with to get another clerk. That was what I was leading towards asking. I guess... Top deck the sea chart. Do we even want to play the Sentinel, though? The sea chart doesn't do anything. This has just gone so poorly. I'm gonna take another cobbler here. I guess maybe we'll zap a copper. Yeah. We can top deck the second cobbler if we get clerked. just play the blockade. Plan to trash the sentinel. I'd rather have the goat than the sentinel, so I'm just going to trash it with the goat rather than trashing the goat with the sentinel. Oh my gosh, the clerk spam again. I don't understand. Right, I'm going to take a hostelry. Doesn't matter what we top deck here. I'll just draw it anyway. Maybe I take another blockade off this cobbler. That's probably correct. Second clerk is pretty reasonable. We do need to ramp our payload, right? Are we buying? I mean, what we could do, like our opponent only wants so many clerks. Maybe that's not true. Could it possibly be correct to take another cobbler? I mean, I'm thinking about it. It's like, it's more gains. Hey, I'm gonna do that. We can still hit 8 this turn. And our C chart is fairly likely to find a cobbler. I guess there's not really any. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. I wish I could gain peddlers. There's no way to do it. Oh, good. You blockaded Pixie. Thank you. I wasn't going to take Pixie anyway. We take another clerk. We want to just hit province. And our C chart's almost guaranteed to hit too. And then starting next turn, yeah, I think that's actually better than silver. Right. Okay, what did we bottom deck here? Blockade. That is unfortunate. Okay, despite the messy early game, things are coming together a little bit. Once again, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we can just go double C chart. Maybe we take the last clerk, though. Guarantee that we get one of those into play. And now it's gotta be C chart. Oh. And we don't hit province. Very cool. We trip on like the one card that doesn't do the trick. Alright, I'm gonna take another C chart, I think. Do we take like a rabble, or do we just take like a peddler? Peddler allows goat to do stuff. This is not the right time for another cobbler if we were so inclined. We could take a duchy. Maybe we have to, actually. Leave that. This doesn't look like a turn where you're provincing. Yeah, I'm hoping that, basically I'm hoping that the one extra cobbler and the fact that I have C charts instead of pixies will do the trick for me. If I can keep playing blockade every turn, I can like take all the C charts and they have to take curses. I mean, I suppose they could, if they just choose to take a curse, then I have to take a curse and blah blah blah. So like maybe that's a thing, I don't know. No, they're going to take Pixie. I mean, Pixie has the potential to give you plus buy, right? So it's... Didn't make it again. Oh my god. Well... Take that other cobbler now. Maybe that's really stupid or something, but... Maybe I wasn't meant to take the duchy either. I don't know. Took the curse. That's very surprising. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a province. That's not good. C chart. And... I think just another C chart. Guess we don't need all these clerks anyway, so we might as well blockade. Make another sea chart. They don't get that curse trashed. I mean, they probably will, but if they don't, then our double cobbler thing could let us make some tracks with estates. Although, if they get to province this turn... Oh, interesting. I hadn't considered rabble as being relevant for my top decking. That means I probably shouldn't have top decked the goat because C chart doesn't draw it. But you do buy a duchy. Good. We're obviously taking another C chart. And then it's got to be hostile rewrite. I mean, Steward at some point looks good, but... Am I meant to trash the silver? Maybe I am. Just kind of gets in the way, doesn't it? And we can always take more silvers off Cobbler if we really want to. Okay, so we take a state right now. Then that nullifies our opponent's ability to take any estates and have it do anything. I think that's actually good. Yeah, I am gonna trash the silver. In the end, having all the C charts, I think, is gonna make the difference. Rabble would discard my blockade, which might actually be a good thing. Province gets top decked either way. That doesn't necessarily mean they shouldn't take a state, because it still means that I get curses for a state. But it does mean that like taking a state doesn't really do anything for them. Oh, they only hit 4. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna take, I think, hostelry steward. It could be correct to take... No, we have the blockade on top. What am I talking about? These C charts go. Look at them go. Look at them go. Didn't even need the steward. We could do an interesting thing here. We could trash the goat and the estate and then blockade estate again. We're definitely going to blockade estate, right? But we don't need... Oh, we don't have the actions. I hate your C chart. Okay. I mean... My deck was pretty optimized for C chart. I had a lot, like, you get all the durations in play, so it draws the Cobbler and the Blockade every time. It's always going to draw itself, and it's almost always going to draw Clerk, because you're probably going to have a Clerk in your starting hand. Yeah, I mean, obviously it doesn't draw the green cards, but treasures, get them out of here. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, I just think that was like the thing to build towards on that board. And while I will admit to having gotten scared in the early going there, when like my draws weren't really coming together and my opponent was doing more stuff, I mean, I guess you could say I lucked out in a sense, because I think they built incorrectly. They did get the Cobbler, but they didn't do the right stuff with it. Like, I understand the idea that if you take Pixie, you can get plus buy, and then you can do, you know, something with that. The problem is, not only is it, you know, are you not that likely to hit it, but like at least at any given point in time. But I think more importantly is that you just don't have enough payload in your deck for it to even really matter. Like, you're barely able to hit Province. Like, what are you going to do with the plus buy? You get, like, maybe you get double Duchy or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I think, yeah, I mean, was 4 Cobblers excessive? I actually don't think so, because of the C chart. Like, otherwise it probably would have been, but there was stuff to gain, and yeah. But yeah, I think maybe I'm wondering if I was meant there at the end to try to set up like having one more action so I could use the Steward to like trash Goat and Estate, still hit Province, blockade Estate. Because if I buy blockade Estate, they have like no answer to that other than to go Province Duchy, which would require, obviously, you know, hitting Forest Gift and more besides. Be really hard to pull off. Like, even if they hit Forest Gift, because, I mean, that does give them an extra 2 coins, but they weren't, it's not like they were hitting 11 coins anyway. So yeah, I think that would have been, like, that would have pretty much sealed the deal. It would have been, well, the point is, it would have been better to be able to trash those 2 cards than to not. But I guess I was 1 action short. I took the Steward because I wanted the draw, but as it turns out, I didn't need it. Anyway, all right. I said I was going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter, and I think this is a good stopping point. I am a little bit sad that I didn't get back over 62 after dropping that one game. Was that the only game that I lost? Maybe I lost 2 games. I lost that rebuild game. And then I lost the Bridge Troll game. Yeah, okay, so I lost 2 games. But yeah, pretty good overall still. I mean, I obviously like had good overall results. It's just like nice to have the round numbers, but whatever. We'll work on that another time. So thanks for watching, and hopefully my first championship match will be coming up soon. Until then.